I'll work on that. Looks better. Okay. Alright guys, wasn't planning on this, but let's play some baseball. We have the Washington Senators at Fenway Park on April 20th, 1965. I've been just rolling up 1965. As you can see, I'm in game number 58. For tonight's game, we have the Washington Senators at the Boston Red Sox, so we'll go with that. Pitching for, batting up for the Washington Senators will be Don Blasingame, be at second base. Ken McMullen will be at third. Bob Chance is our first baseman. Frank Howard is at left field. Willie Kirkland's playing right. Don Locke is at center. Doug Camilli is our catcher. Ed Brakeman is our shortstop, and Buster Narum is the pitcher. For the Boston Red Sox, I think I can do this from here, can I? Nope, I can't. Okay. For the Boston Red Sox, Lenny Green will be playing center field. Frank Malzone will be our third baseman. Carl Yastrzemski will be our left fielder. Tony C. is our right fielder. Tony Canigliaro. Lee Thomas is at first. Felix Mantilla is at second. Bob Tillman is catching, and Enrico Petrocelli is shortstop. Dave Morehead will be our pitcher. As of this time, the Boston Red Sox are 2-2. They're a game back of California, who's leading the league right now. Washington is 3-3. They're also a game back. Pretty much a fairly even season's been going on here, and that's pretty much what's been happening. Let's transfer the lineups over now. And here we go. Dave Morehead, this is his first time on the mound this season. Don Blasingame is currently batting .211. He does have 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. It is a 62. And that's a possible error coming into here. 46 will not be happening. And Don Blasingame grounds out to our man, Lee Thomas, who steps on the bag by himself. And we have one down. Due up is Mr. McMullen. Ken McMullen is batting .240 for the Senators. Has a home run, 2 RBIs so far this season. Here is the pitch. It's a 64. And Dave Morehead strikes out Ken McMullen here at the top of the first inning. Dean and Bob Chance, our first baseman, is batting .176 for the Senators. He does have 1 home run, 1 RBI, and here's the pitch. 16. And he hits a slats ground ball out to our shortstop, Enrico Petrocelli. Fires over the top of first. We have 3 down. At the end of the top of the first inning, it is the Washington Senators nothing, and the Red Sox coming to bat. Coming to bat for the Boston Red Sox will be Lenny Green, Frank Malzone, and Carl Yastrzemski. And here is the pitch to Lenny Green from Mr. Narum. He is 1-0 so far this season, has 5 strikeouts, 7 walks, with 3.86 ERA. Here is the pitch. It's a 32. And Green grounds out over towards Blasingame. He fires away. And he is out. That is 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Frank Malzone's batting .412 for the Red Sox this early in the season. Has a home run, 4 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It's a 13. And he is walked. Narum walks Malzone. Frank Malzone is at first base. Due up here will be Carl Yastrzemski. Carl Yastrzemski is batting .375 for the Sox. Does have 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. It is a 63. And he flies out towards the right center field. Waiting back there for it is our center fielder, Don Locke, and he makes the play. Frank Malzone scrambles back over towards first base. We have 2 down. Tony Canigliaro right now is sort of in a mini slump. He's batting .214. He has 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch to Tony C. 54. And he also sends that out towards center field, heading out towards the triangle. Locke is back there, and he makes the snare. That is 3 down. At the end of the first inning for the Boston Red Sox, there were no runs, no hits, 1 man left on base. Due up to bat for the Washington Senators will be Frank Howard, Kirkland, and Don Locke. Frank Howard's batting .333 for the Senators this year. He has 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is a 43. And he hits a weak one out. It's right straight to our pitcher, Dave Morehead, who's able to scoop it up real quickly, turns and fires over to our first baseman, Lee Thomas. We have one down. Due up here will be Willie Kirkland. Willie Kirkland's batting 200. He has 20 plate appearances so far this season. Here is the pitch to Kirkland. 36. And that will be a strikeout. Dave Morehead strikes out Willie Kirkland. That is his second strikeout of the game. Coming to bat is Don Locke. Don Locke is batting 238 for the Senators. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Here is the pitch. And it is a 16. Don Locke hits towards our shortstop, Rico Petrocelli, who gets over towards second base, picks up the ball on the run, plants his feet, and fires for the out. We have 3 down. At the end of the top of the second inning, it's no runs, no hits, nobody left on base for the Washington Senators. Due to bat for the Boston Red Sox is Lee Thomas, Felix Mantilla, and the catcher Bob Tillman. Buster Narum is on the mound. He is ready to go. Here is the pitch to Thomas. A 14. Possible errors. It's going to be good. It's going somewhere. And he flies out towards a wall left field, but the wind needs to knock it down. And making the play is Frank Howard playing left field this time. As people remember a few of my other games back in 1961, he was playing right field for the LA Dodgers. As time goes on, he gets a little bit older. He has to slow it down. I believe eventually ends up on first base. Felix Mantilla is due up. He's batting 214 for the Sox this year. Has 16 plate appearances. Here's the pitch. 61. And he hits it towards our shortstop, Ed Brakeman, who's able to scoop the ball up real quick. Fires it over to Chance for the second out, and we have 2 down. Bob Tillman, our catcher, he is batting 333 for the Sox so far this year. Has 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Tillman. 14. And another possible error on its way. 14, not going to happen. And he also flies out to Frank Howard in left field. And that is the end of the second inning for the Boston Red Sox. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And as we take our time to see if anybody's coming to pay the kid a visit, I hope you guys can see where the dice are landing. I'm trying to get them over there to the corner as much as I can. And what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to see if I can get into here. We're going to look real quick. I'll let you guys know exactly what's going on for batting for each team. I'll do that in my own way here. Well, first we'll look at the Washington Senators, and we'll show you what they're doing. I will base it on the amount of at-bats. So I'll get our starting lineup pretty much in there. You can see that Kevin McMullen's batting 240. Does have 2 doubles. Willie Kirkland has 2 doubles. The Senators as a team have no triples whatsoever. Frank Howard is batting. They do, however, have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home runs. Ken Hamlin's another one who's only played 1 game so far this year. He has 1 of the home runs for the Senators. Bob Chance has 1 of the other ones. And our strikeout king is Willie Kirkland for the Senators. And that's pretty much what we got sitting in over here. Pitching wise for the Senators. And we will base that on we'll base that on innings pitched. Weird way of doing it, but it'll work. Phil Ortega's already thrown 2 games. This is Buster Narum's second game. He threw 7 innings in his first game. Gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. Had 5 strikeouts, but he walked 7 and did manage to give up a home run. His whip is 1.86 and batters are batting 231 against him. For the home team, Boston Red Sox. I know I'm doing this a little weird, guys. Bear with me. As you can see, Dave Morehead has yet to pitch a game. This is his first game. Yes, that is Jay Ritchie, who got hit with an infinity ERA, gave up 4 runs, basically not even an inning earned in a slaughter for the Red Sox. Batting wise, the Red Sox do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's set this up right again. Same thing, based upon plate appearances. We'll do that. And as you can see, Lenny Green is batting 300 for the Sox. Frank Malzone has a home run. Tony C has a home run. Lee Thomas has 2. Bob Tillman is 1 and 5. He and Kari Strefsky are right up there batting away. Bill Malbuquette, the pitcher, is not doing well, but A. Pursued, who came from San Francisco to Boston, also has a home run. And that's what I'll show you. That's what I was going to show you right now. So we'll do that. Let's get back to our game. And Coming to bat for the Washington Senators is Doug Camilli. Doug Camilli is batting 200, has 5 plate appearances. This is probably his second game in. Here's the pitch. 53. And Doug Camilli hits over towards our third baseman, Frank Malzone, who drops the ball, and he is able to reach it. It is an error, E5 on Frank Malzone. We do have a runner on first base in Doug Camilli due to the error by Malzone. Coming to bat will be Ed Brinkman. Ed Brinkman is batting 125 for the Senators, does have an RBI. Here is the pitch. Dave Morehead on the mound. And he walks him. Brinkman is walked. Camilli will take second base. The pitcher, Bob Narum, is pitching. There are no out. They are electing. Let's see if they're going to They're going to try for a bunt here. Here is the pitch to Narum. 14. Possible error going out on this one here. Not going to happen. Narum just hits it. Gets it on the base, on the thing. Runner Camilli does take third. Ed Brinkman takes second. And batters out. It was hit to our fellow Morehead, who fired over to Mantilla, who was covering. But we have runners on second and third. Sacrifice hit for Narum on a 1-4. Coming to bat will be Don Blasingame. Don Blasingame grounded out to Lee Thomas at the first baseman in the top of the first inning. Infield will be in, as they always are, for whenever a runner hits third base and under 2 outs. And the plays that come in here do get nuts. Here is the pitch to Blasingame. 45. And he is walked, and Morehead has walked the bases loaded. Here in the third inning. He now has 2 walks to go along with 2 strikeouts. Coming to bat is Ken McMullen. He struck out in the first inning. Bases are loaded. Here is the pitch. 25. And McMullen hits a one out deep towards center field. It's going to be out there far enough. Coming in to score will be our man Camilli, and we have the first run of the game. Ed Brinkman will stay on second base. Blasingame is at first, but it's a sacrifice fly to our center fielder. There are 2 down, and the Senators take an early 1-0 lead here in the game. Coming up is Bob Chance. Bob Chance grounded to Rico Petrocelli in the first inning. Here is the pitch. 61. And he smacks it out hard towards second base. Mantilla swings out, throws his glove out there, and is able to snare the ball in. We have 3 out here in the top third inning, but the Senators get 1 run on no hits. They left 2. And at the end of 2.5, it is the Washington Senators 1, the Boston Red Sox 0. Coming to bat for our Boston Red Sox will be Rico Petrocelli, Dave Morehead, and Lenny Green. Rico Petrocelli currently is batting 118. Here is the pitch. It is a 14. And here we go. 53. And no, he heads out towards another ball that's heading out towards left field. Looks like it's getting ready to die, and it does. Frank Carr is able to make the catch back towards the warning track. Dave Morehead is our batter. This is his first time batting this season. Here is the pitch to Morehead. This is a 61, and he is struck out. That is Narum's first strikeout of the game on a wonderful wicked curveball, trying to show Morehead what he can do. Pitchers like to try to impress each other whenever they can, and this one did. Coming to bat is Lenny Green. Lenny Green was grounded out to our second baseman. Blasingame in the first inning. Here is the pitch. 51. And he hits a high pop-up heading out towards the third base side. It is staying in fair territory as our man McMullen is scarfing it up, and he makes the play on a pop-up. We have 3 down here at the end of 3 innings. It is the Washington Senators 1, Boston Red Sox 0. Coming to bat for our Senators will be Frank Howard, Willie Kirkland, and Don Locke. As we are here at the third inning of the game. And while I've got nobody here, nobody that I know, I do have a watcher. If you could announce yourself, if you'd like to, sir, it would be a pleasure. If it's Cyrus, I would gratefully appreciate if you started watching my games again. Welcome back to the National Pastime. And we need to have a chat, so I need to email you. Anyway, we got Frank Howard, Willie Kirkland, Don Locke here. The trivia question. We all know Carl Yastrzemski is Yaz. Okay? We've all known that for, most of our lives. When I first heard of Yaz, it was 1967, for all honesty. I did watch the Red Sox, but didn't pay attention that much to the names, except for Tony C. What was Carl Yastrzemski's original nickname with the Boston Red Sox? Is the question. I will give you the answer at the 7th inning stretch. Here is the pitch to Frank Howard. It is a 54. And he hits it out towards right field. He's heading that way, heading towards that corner section, waiting for it to go in. There is Tony Caniglaro, who's able to catch up to it and make the play. We do have one down here in the top of the 4th inning. Coming to bat will be Willie Kirkland. Willie Kirkland struck out his first time up. Here is the pitch. 32. And Willie Kirkland smacks it out heading out towards between first and second field. So Taylor's able to grab it up. Flip it underhand over to Lee Thomas, is able to grab the ball real quick, and we have 2 down. Due up here is Don Locke. Don Locke is our center fielder today. He has grounded out to Rico Petrocelli to end the 2nd inning. Here is the pitch. 63. And Don Locke is struck out. That is Morehead's 3rd strikeout of the game. At the end of 3.5, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Washington Senators. Coming to bat for the Boston Red Sox will be Frank Malzone, Carl Yastrzemski, and Tony Caniglaro. Frank Malzone is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up in the 1st inning. Here is the only Boston runner who's reached base yet today. Here's the pitch. It is a 31. Just in case you don't see, I do not do that. There you go. It's a 31. And Frank Malzone is walked for the 2nd time. They're trying to pitch carefully around Mr. Malzone, who is always a threat. Carl Yastrzemski is due up here. He flew out to our center field the first time up. Malzone is on first base. He has taken a lead. Here is the pitch to Frank Malzone, or to Carl Yastrzemski, 65. And Carl Yastrzemski is also walked. And we have 2 down. We have 2 runners on base, nobody out. Tony Caniglaro is up. And they took away my hit and run. They don't like hit and runs with men on second base. There are no outs. So let's see what Mr. Caniglaro can do and see if he can bunt them long, even though he is the batting 4th. He's only batting 200. Like I said, right now he's currently mirrored in a little slump. Here is the pitch to Caniglaro. 31. And Tony C he gets a successful sacrifice fly. Hits the sacrifice hit. He lays a butt down the 3rd base side on his way over. Nice little butt. Pulls the 3rd baseman, and Malzone will take 3rd. Yastrzemski will get 2nd, and Tony Caniglaro will get credit for the sacrifice hit on a 5-4 as first baseman was coming in and forcing Blasingame to go over and cover the base. We have 1 down here in the bottom of the 1st inning. The infield will be in for the Washington Senators. As I say, it doesn't matter who I play for. That is the one rule I do play in this game. I think that's fair to everybody. That way there I cannot show any bias. Lee Thomas is our batter. He flew out to our left fielder. Let's see if he can get another one out that way. Here is the pitch to Thomas. It is a 63. And he hits one out towards center field. It is quite shallow, though. Locke has to come running in to grab it, and he makes the play. Runners cannot move. We have 2 down here in the 4th inning, and coming up to bat will be Felix Mantilla. Felix Mantilla grounded out to the shortstop, Ed Brinkman, in the 2nd. Here is the pitch to Mantilla. 16. And Felix Mantilla slaps it out again, heading towards that, trying to get a little closer towards the hole there, and Brinkman's able to scarf it up, jumps up in the air, fires over to first, and Mantilla is down. Red Sox had no runs. They left 2 runners, stranding 1 on 3rd base. Same way our Senators in their own right. Actually, they got the run across. Coming at the bat at the end of 4 innings, it is the Washington Senators 1, the Boston Red Sox nothing. Due up for the Senators will be Doug Camilli, the catcher, Ed Brinkman, our shortstop, and the pitcher, Narum. Dave Morehead has struck out 3 so far, walked 2 in this game for his part of his line. Here is the pitch to Camille. It's a 46. And Camille hits it weakly up towards Morehead. Right straight to him. Morehead's able to grab it up and takes his time, throws it over to Thomas to make sure the play is complete. We have 1 down here in the top 5th inning. Ed Brinkman's our man. He walked his last time up. That's his only at bat. Here is, or his only plate appearance for the game so far. Here is the pitch. 32. And Brinkman takes it out towards center, heading towards second base. Felix Mantilla was right at the right spot. Fires it, grabs it up, throws over to Thomas. We have 2 down. Buster Narum's up. He hit a sacrifice hit his first time up, advancing runners. Was helpful in getting the first run in the game. Here is the pitch. 54. And he does get contact on the ball as he hits out towards right field. Nice easy fly for Tony C. We have 3 down. At the end of 4.5 innings, it is the Washington Senators 1, the Red Sox nothing. It is an official game, as I like to say to remind everybody. And I'm noticing this, and I've been noticing the 1965 season. And in 1965, I was living in Groton, Connecticut in April. So we did get Rhode Island TV, so we also got Red Sox baseball. I got a feeling the weather was a little bit on the horrendous side because I got a lot of games. They had to have been canceled back then. It's a fun time back then. I was getting up. We were getting ready to move to Maine. I was all 9 years old. Getting ready to turn 10. And I learned a lot. Coming to bat for the Red Sox will be Bob Tillman, Rico Petrocelli, and the pitcher Dave Morehead. As a matter of fact, this one I got my first Sporting News baseball guide. My dad got it for me. And that's how I learn about baseball, the history of the game, the nuances of the game. If everybody remembers in the old baseball guide when the World Series games, the World Series you got like we have here, the play-by-play. And you actually had to, that's how I learned that's how I first learned to keep score. I did this. It was right there for me, so that's how I learned how to keep score. I did it with the Dodgers, Minnesota World Series of 1965. Great times back then, but I learned to appreciate the game. I've learned how it's good with numbers and statistics. And I learned the history of the game and some of the players back then. But though back then I was learning about the players who played in the 40s. Here's a pitch to Tillman. It's a 22. And he has a single. It heads out towards left center field, gets over the head of Brinkman, drops on, and Frank Howard picks it up. As we know, Fenway's left center area. And Tillman's on with a base hit. And if anybody's looking, that is the first base hit of the entire game. Coming to bat will be Rico Petrocelli. Rico Petrocelli flew out to left field his first time up. Here is the pitch. 24. And Petrocelli is struck out. Dave Morehead is our batter. Dave Morehead, we're going to see if we can get him to bunt. He is not a hit and run type. I should have done that with Petrocelli, but let's not take our chances. Still just a hair early in the game. Here is the pitch to Morehead. 25. And he is walked. Narum was trying to avoid, he knew it was coming. Narum was getting close, trying to see if he can hit it on a low pitch. Got a little too low. The umpire called it below the knees. Tillman will take second base. Let's see who our plate umpire was for this game. Everybody hang on. Hi, Beats. That's okay. Beats, you have a good night. Catch the game later. It's always appreciated when you come to show up. You have no fear of that. You know better than that. The home plate umpire was Frank Umont. The chief was Lou DeMuro back then in that game. And there's nothing in the world like the game of baseball. I don't care what anybody says. I live for it. I'm 62 years old, guys. I live for this game. As you can see, 62 years old, I'm playing a game that you think kids would play, okay? I like playing it. My wife doesn't mind. She knows my passion for the game of baseball. I'm more baseball than football, guys. No disrespect, though I do know the game of football, and I do enjoy a good hockey game and a basketball game too, though I do appreciate hockey even more. And the batter's up for the for the Boston Red Sox is Lenny Green. Lenny Green there is one down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tillman's on second. He's a slow runner. Dave Morehead's on first. He's a slow runner. Here is the pitch to Green. 54. Possible error. Let's see what happens here. 15. It's no error. And Green flies out heading towards right field. Waiting to pick it up is our right fielder, Willie Kirkland, who makes the play. And they are not going to attempt to run on him. Tillman's too slow to run, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming to bat is Frank Malzone. Frank Malzone has walked twice so far this game. Narum's been very careful with him. Here is the pitch to Malzone. 63. And he hits out towards right field, heading out that way towards the bullpens. And running it down is Kirkland, who was able to make the nice one-handed grab in front of the Senators bullpen, and we have 3 away. For the Boston Red Sox, there were no runs on 1 hit. 2 runners were left on base. Coming up to bat for the Washington Senators is Don Blasingame, Ken McMullen, and Bob Chance. And guys, forgive me and excuse me, if you guys will excuse me for a second here, I need to put the sound on of the TV. I need to look at something real quick. That's all, guys. Let's hope they're showing it. That would just make me so irritated. Nope, that's the Red Sox team. Red Sox leading 1-0, by the way, here in the top of the first. So something's happened already. Golf Channel showing hockey. Lightning's leading New Jersey 3-1. Okay, guys, who's got the Red Sox? Who's got the Bruins? I hate it when they do this. I gotta try to find it. Oh man. Hang on, guys. I apologize. Penguins 5, Philadelphia nothing. I watched the Golden Knights game last night, guys. It was a fantastic game. Alright, here we go. It'll show up eventually. I'll find it. Don't worry. Don Blasingame is our batter. And he is 0 for 1 today. He has grounded out to the first baseman and walked here in the top of the 6th. 14. Possible error coming in the way, guys. Let's see what happens here. It's not going to happen. It's a 26. And he flies out towards Yastrzemski in left field, who's able to make the easy play. We have 1 down. Ken McMullen is due up. He has a sacrifice fly, the only RBI of the game for the Senators for the entire game. And he is struck out. Morehead's not pitching bad. He's just not pitching great. Actually, he's not pitching bad at all. Here is the pitch to McMullen. It's a 25. And Ken McMullen hits a single out towards left center field. Yastrzemski's heading over there to pick it up. Ken McMullen takes a wide turn, very smartly steps back, and that is the Senators' first hit of the game. McMullen's on first with the single. So we have everybody's finally got their first hit of the game. And Morehead threw a no-hitter basically for 5 innings. Just gave up the run. It happened on 2 walks and error. On two walks, an error, a sacrifice bunt, and a sacrifice hit. No hits at all. Sacrifice fly. Here we go. Bob Chance is our batter. He has lined out to second, grounded out to short. Here is the pitch. 44. Not going to happen this time. And he hits it out towards left center field. Ken McMullen heads towards second. Yastrzemski's able to pick it up, get it there real quick, and keep McMullen on second. And we have 2 runners on here. Bob Chance is on first. Ken McMullen's on second. Dave Morehead is starting to get a little tired. We'll see what happens. See if he can try to complete the inning for us, folks. And we have 1 down here, and the batter is Frank Howard. Frank Howard is no bunter, guys. Not that I can tell anyway, but I could always give it a try, but I'm not going to. Not with one, not this way. Here is the pitch to Howard. This is American League Baseball, guys. Okay, 51. And Howard hits a base hit single, heading out, gets over the shortstop's head. Gets past him, stays on the ground, starts to slow roll. He has to come on up. McMullen is turning around the corner, and he is going to be safe. Bob Chance will take second. Howard is on first with the base hit, and Dave Morehead is done. That is 3 straight base hits he has now given up. Here, even though he's only getting 3 hits, he's walked 2, struck out 3, but he is just getting tired. That's all it is, folks. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Well, Al, everything's doing well. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stopped by. We were getting ready to change pictures on the Boston Red Sox. Morehead didn't quite get out there. A little too early for Raditz to come in. So let's see if we can find a nice little reliever for the Boston Red Sox to replace Dave Morehead here. We've got a few. Jay Ritchie is not one of them, by the way. He got racked. Let's see what we got here. Jack LeMahieu has not thrown a game yet this season. Let's see if we can get him in, see what he can do for the Boston Red Sox. Can never go wrong. So, let's bring in Jack LeMahieu. He is coming in to pitch. First appearance also like Dave Morehead. And here is coming to bat is Willie Kirkland. Here is the pitch to Kirkland. 32. And as the infield fly rule goes into effect against the Senators, it's up to them. Their Red Sox are just not going to worry about it. They are going to catch it. Mantilla picks it up real easily. Chance stays at second. Howard at first. And we have 2 down here in the 6th inning. Coming to bat is Don Locke. Don Locke has struck out and grounded out. Here is the pitch. 26. And LeMahieu strikes out. Don Locke, that is his first strikeout. And that ends the 6th inning. But the Senators put across another run on a base hit on the RBI by Frank Howard. And at the end of 5.5 innings, it is the Washington Senators 2, the Boston Red Sox nothing. And Al, if you're sticking around or just stop and stay high while you get ready to start one of your games up, I have a trivia question that I asked, and I'll give the answer at the top of the at the end at the 7th inning stretch. The question is we all know Yastrzemski is Yaz, always have. Captain Carl, Yaz, whatever you want to call him. I know as young as you are, I think you probably got the last end of Yaz and the start of Captain Carl. However, that was not his original nickname. What was it? And Ted Williams pinned the nickname on him, just so you know. Coming to bat for the Boston Red Sox is the very Carl Yastrzemski. Tony Canigliaro, who is mired in a terrible, terrible slump. And Lee Thomas. Here is the pitch to Carl Yastrzemski. 64. And Narum walks him. That is Narum's 5th walk of the game to go along with just the 1 hit that he's given up. Yastrzemski is on first. Second time he has walked today. Coming up to bat is Tony C. Tony C, like I said, is mired in a slump. Let's see if he can get out of this one here. Let's get the pitch to Tony Canigliaro. 46. No, Narum manages to strike out Tony C. That is the first out of the inning. In the bottom of the 6th inning, coming to bat for the Red Sox is Lee Thomas. He is flown to left, flown to center. I'd like to kid on everybody. Let's see if he gets the hat trick. Here is the pitch to Thomas. 46. No, Narum strikes him out also. Coming to bat is Felix Mantilla. Felix Mantilla has grounded out to the shortstop twice. Here is the pitch to Mantilla. 31. And now he still hits the right-hand side. Hits a smack right over to McMullen, who's guarding the line. McMullen fires over towards first. We have 3 down at the end of 6 innings. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base for the Boston Red Sox. It is the Washington Senators 2, the Red Sox nothing. Coming to bat for the Senators will be Doug Camilli, Ed Brinkman, and the pitcher Narum. Doug Camilli so far has 0 for 2. He has reached on an error, the only error of the game by Frank Malzone, and he's grounded out to the pitcher. Here is the pitch. 33. And Camille is going to get a base hit. He's heading out towards left center field. Heading out the way to scarf the ball back up will be the center fielder. He got over there quickly is Lenny Green. And we have a runner on first base in Doug Camille. That is the second time he's reached first. Coming to bat will be Ed Brinkman. Ed Brinkman is 0 for 1. He has walked and grounded out to second. Doug Camille is at the mound. And here is the pitch. 66. Everybody knows that is never a good number in this game here, especially if you're the home team. That's not going to happen. And Ed Brinkman heads it out, smacks it high off up the air. Takes a nice high fly ball out there. It is heading towards the monster, and it goes over the monster for a home run for the Washington Senators. And the score is the Senators 4, the Red Sox nothing. Brinkman hits a 2-run blast. Coming to bat will be Buster Narum. Jack LeMahieu is on the mound. Here is the pitch. 25. And he strikes out Narum. That is LeMahieu's third strikeout, or second strikeout of the game. Coming to bat will be Don Blasingame. Don Blasingame is 0 for 2. He has walked, flown out, and he is grounded out to our first baseman. LeMahieu is getting tired real quick this game. This is also his first appearance of the season. We can understand this early time of year. This kind of chilly at Fenway. Here is the pitch. 23. And Blasingame hits out towards right field, heading out towards the warning track on a deep fly ball. But Tony C is waiting back there at the warning track, makes the play. We have 2 down. Kenny McMullen is our batter. He is our third baseman today. Normally he is the short. He can play other positions. He is the third baseman though. He has struck out, hit a sacrifice hit, got an RBI for the Senators, the first run of the game, and got a base hit and scored himself in the 6th. Here is the pitch. 35. And McMullen is walked. There are 2 down. Coming to bat is Bob Chance. Bob Chance is our first baseman. He has a base hit, 1 of 3 that were hit in the 6th inning. Lined out the second, grounded to our shortstop. Here is the pitch to Chance. 61. And we were ignoring the injuries, by the way, guys, for that thing. We are doing that because it's just too tight. It's a little bit on the time-consuming side, and the way I'm playing the game, we're not getting much after that. Chance hits it over towards Rico Petrocelli, fires the easiest way to our second baseman. And McMullen is injured, but he will play. He is just a bruise. And it's a fielder's choice. And he's out 6-4. But the Senators scored 2 more runs on 2 hits. We are at the bottom of the 7th inning. The answer to the question: Kari Yastrzemski's original nickname, Mr. Y. And hold on for a fast second, guys. Hold on. Did I bring it downstairs? No, I did not. I left the book upstairs. The source of the information is a book on the Hall of Fame. So it was written right around 2006 because it does have Wade Boggs in there. And they brought some real good facts about quite a few people, and Yastrzemski was one of them. And that's what it was. We are going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Narum is still on the mound. He has thrown a 1-hitter so far this game. Bob Tillman is our batter. There will be Tillman, Petrocelli, and a pinch hitter. Here is the pitch to Bob Tillman. He is 1 for 2 today, batting .353. Here it is, 66. Like I said, we know that ring. Here is what happened. He got contact. Now what did he do with it? Bob Tillman hits it over. He got a late fly on it. It's heading out there towards the pesky pole out there in the right field corner, and he makes it over the fence. A 299-foot home run. Bob Tillman has a home run today. That is, we'll find out where that goes, because I hate it when this does that to me. Okay. Well, Bob Tillman got his home run. We'll look at that real quick. Hold on. I need to look at the box score. There we go. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Okay. Bob Tillman got his home run. Now I take that back. I cannot find out. I'm going to go find out here. There we go. Yes, that's Tillman's first home run of the season, I believe. Maybe not. More likely than that, not. Okay, so I do apologize. Let's go back and play the game. I apologize, guys. Okay, Rico Petrocelli is 0 for 2 today. That is Narum's first run given up the entire game, and he is starting to get just a little tired. He's pitched real hard. He's not one of the known big guys out there. Let's see what happens. Here is the pitch. 65. Possible error. Let's see what happens here. It's not going to happen. And Rico Petrocelli hits a pop-up heading out towards third base side. It is over there in the foul territory. Heading over there is McMullen, and he gets close to the dugout. You can see them calling him, reminding him where he's at, and he makes the play. We have one down on a foul pop-up. Coming to bat will be a pinch hitter. It is 4-1, the Washington Senators. And okay. And we are going to have got not much of a thing here. Just to give you guys any clue. Alright, we are okay, let's see. Was there a, let's look at something real quick. Hold on. The question is, was there a pinch hitter? The answer is no, so it is entirely up to me. Gary Geiger will come in to pinch hit. He is batting 0-0-0. He's been in one game so far. In one plate appearance. He was pretty much getting ready to get traded, I think, this season here. Let's bring him in to pinch hit, see what happens. Okay. Narum's on the mound. We're going to see if he can at least complete the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. 25. And Geiger is walked. Geiger is walked. Okay. Coming to bat will be Lenny Green. Lenny Green is 0 for 3. Popped up to the third baseman. Grounded out to our second baseman. And flung out to right. Here is pitch. 62. And Lenny Green is also walked. We have 2 runners on base. There is one down. And barring anything, Frank Malzone may end up Mr. Narum's final pitch. That is his 7th walk. I think he's getting very tired. He's throwing a lot of pitches this game. Here is the pitch. Malzone's already walked twice. 42. And he strikes out Malzone on a real slow changeup. 2 down in here in the 7th inning. Coming to bat is Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 1. He has walked twice also. Here is the pitch. 12. And Carl Yastrzemski hits it towards our shortstop. Brinkman, he gets the easy out the blasting game, and we have 3 away. So, at the end of 7 innings, it is Washington 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Boston Red Sox 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. Coming to bat for the Washington Senators will be Frank Howard, Willie Kirkland, and Don Locke coming onto the mound to pitch for the Boston Red Sox. Will be the monster. This will be his 4th appearance of the season. He has been in 3 innings. He does have a save. He's given up 3 hits, one run, 1 earned run. He has struck out 6. He has given up a long ball. Did it on the 14th against the very Washington Senators. I believe it was done over there at Griffith Stadium. And he will be coming in to pitch. Back then, remember also, keep in mind, back then the pitchers could, and a lot of pitchers could throw 2 or 3 innings. Relievers were not really sought after back then, but they could do it. It was only until recently they really got to be specialists. Here is the pitch to Frank Howard from the monster Dick Raditz. 65. And Frank Howard hits a high towering foul ball over towards the third base side. Heading over that way is Malzone. The Washington Senators bench is rather quiet all of a sudden. Malzone has to keep an eye for himself, so you can see he's trying to pace where he's at. Here comes the ball, and it is a pop out to Malzone. It pulled back in towards the infield, and he has it out. Due up is Willie Kirkland. Willie Kirkland is 0 for 3 today. He has struck out, grounded out to second, and lined out to second. Here is the pitch. 41. And he hits towards our shortstop, Petzeli. Petzeli is able to grab it up real quick and fire over towards first, and we have 2 down. Due up is Don Locke. Don Locke today is also 0 for 3. His batting average is now 208. Here is the pitch. 33. Not anymore. He's going to get a hit out of this one. Let's see what happens here, guys. 51. And he hits out deep towards right center field. That's heading towards the wall, and it's going to hit it. It takes a little funny hop off the wall, off the bullpen fences, and he reaches second with a double. Green fires it in. We have a runner added with 2 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Coming up to bat is Doug Camilli. Doug Camilli is 1 for 3, scored 2 runs, grounded out. Here's the pitch. 46. And he hits to our first baseman, Lee Thomas. Lee Thomas was stepping far back, but didn't have to worry about it. And he scars for the ball. Raditz has over there, and he fires over to Raditz for the play. We have 3 down. But at the end of 7.5 innings, it is the Washington Senators 4, Boston Red Sox 1. Coming to bat for the Red Sox will be Tony Conigliaro, Lee Thomas, Felix Mantilla. A rather unique chunk of the order with which nobody's really gotten a hit. Matter of fact, the entire top of the order has not gotten a hit. The only person gotten hits today is Bob Tillman. He's got them both, single and a home run. Here is the pitch to Tony Conigliaro. He is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. 14. Up. Hold on. I'll leave it. 46. We'll get the out for it. And Tony C hits it out towards left field, a high fly ball. And here at Fenway Park, that may as well be a pop-up. Frank Carr is waiting for it. We have 1 down. And they are going to replace Narum. It's been a long day for him. This is not his type of game. Coming to pitch will be Steve Ridzik. Actually coming to pitch will be Jim Duckworth. We're going to bring Jim Duckworth in today. Jim Duckworth, this is his first appearance of the season. The Senators have had a pretty good repertoire going. Duckworth's coming in. He is a part-time. He is normally a middle reliever. He will pitch at least the 8th inning here. See how he does. He is definitely a good pitcher. Here is the pitch to Lee Thomas. 62. And that will be a strikeout. That is Duckworth's first strikeout. Coming to bat will be Felix Mantilla. Here is the pitch to Mantilla. 42. And he is walked. That is Mantilla's first time on base this game, other than trying to step on it. And we have 1 out. We have, again, another 2-out situation. Runner is on first base. Coming to bat is the Bob Tillman. Bob Tillman is 2 for 3 today. He has a base hit, a home run, and he's blown out. Here is the pitch. 16. And he hits it straight towards our shortstop, Ed Brinkman. That Brinkman was been waiting for it the whole game, and he scarfs up, fires it over towards Chance at first. We have 3 away. No runs, 1 hit. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. That is the 9th runner Boston has left on base. They just have not been able to get him moving. They had 7 walks going their way. Dick Ratz will remain on the mound here in the top of the 9th inning. He'll be facing Brinkman, a pinch hitter, and blasting game. Here is the pitch to Brinkman. 44. And again, the hit gets over towards, on a nice little pull, curves over towards our left center area. Grabbing up is Lenny Green. Barely went over to the right-hand shortstop side of second base, and Brinkman is on with a base hit. So, coming to bat will be a pinch hitter for Duckworth. Now, let's see if the Senators had any pinch hitters. I know they did. I got Joe Cunningham and Mike Brumley. I have my choice. Joe Cunningham will be coming into pitch. Will be coming to pinch hit. He is currently batting, I believe this is his first time in the season. So here is the pitch to him. 15. And he hits towards our third baseman there. Frank Malzone, nice slow roller up that way. Ed Brinkman's going to make second base. Frank Malzone opts to head to throw it to first. We have one down here in the top of the ninth inning. Ed Brinkman is on second. Coming to bat will be Don Blasingame. Dick Raditz is on the mound for the second inning here for himself. Here is the pitch. 43. And Blasingame hits it towards Lee Thomas. Thomas has to wait. He waits for Raditz to get over there. Raditz makes the play, gets him out by a step. Brinkman will take third. Don't believe it is going to be classified as a sacrifice hit. I don't think it is at all. It's just a regular ground out. You got lucky there. Raditz is just getting a little too slow. It's putting out a little bit of a punch. Ken McMullen is 1 for 2, scored one of the Senator runs. Last time up, he was a victim of a 6-4 play. 2 down here in the ninth inning. Here's the pitch. 33. And that is never good. Here is the throw. Contact was made. And Ken McMullen hits it out towards left field. Gets down the line. Strzemski was trying to play for it, but Brinkman's a little bit too quick. He will score the run. It is the 5th run of the game for the Washington Senators. And McMullen is on with a base hit. His second one of the game. Coming in the pit, that will be Bob Chance. 2 out, top of the ninth inning. Here is the pitch. 21. And Dick Raditz strikes him out. At the end of 8.5, it is the Washington Senators 5, Red Sox 1. And that was 1 run on basically 2 hits. The pitcher for the Washington Senators will be, let me see if I can find him. Hang on, it's not going to be Ridzik. That's not the guy who does it. Okay. Be a nice surprise, guys. Dallas Green's going to come in is going to come in to throw for the Washington Senators. And in 1965 rules, if he finishes the game, he is eligible for the save of all things. Here is the pitch. 63, and Ricky Petrocelli hits it out towards left field. Frank Thomas stretches over towards the scoreboard side, and he makes the play. We have one down here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Coming to bat will be a pinch hitter for Dick Raditz. Red Sox are down by 4 here in this game. And Dalton Jones will be our batter. Dalton Jones last time was on the 12th against the Senators. So let's see if he can help out the Red Sox's cause this time. Here is the pitch to Dalton Jones. 46. And he hits it very weakly to Dallas Green. Nubbed it. Dallas Green gets down there like a cat. Fires it over 2. Chance, we have 2 away. Lenny Green is up. Lenny Green is 0 for 4 today, or 0 for 3. He does have a walk in the 7th. Here is the pitch. 51. And he hits a high pop up towards our third baseman McMullen, who's able to scarf it up, gets underneath it very easily. That is the ball game, today's game, folks. At the end, the ball game here is the Washington Senators 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Boston Red Sox 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. And give you this time here real quick as I save the game, like I always do. I have saved every game I have played here. Okay, just so everybody knows. There's not much I can't look up if you need to look up anything in the 1965 schedule up to April 20th. Okay, we'll save the game. Game is over. Dallas Green by 1965 release status. Remember, they didn't change him until later on, and when they had to have you had to have the runner on base, because all of a sudden started to realize pitchers were getting the saves real easy for Fireman of the Year award. When they started counting relief pitchers, and what they did is they made it so you had to pitch at least a minimum of 3 innings if it was a big lead, or you had to have the potential tying run either on deck or had the ability to get on deck for that inning. But in this case here, Dallas Green gets the save, Duckworth gets the hold. For the Boston Red Sox, unfortunately, they didn't get there close enough. Nobody gets anything. And let's bring in the stats. We'll go to something different. I don't like to look at this one here. I will bring my other guy up here real quick for everybody. There we go. And I think if I can make it bigger, I will. That's not going to help. Okay. All right, let me flip my screen over to these guys. So hold on here, fellas. There we go. And there we go, the box text. And there it is. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You know, I'd do that real quick. Let's okay this. And we'll bring you back down. Okay, let's look at our pitching. We'll look at Boston's first. Dave Morehead did go 5 runs, 5 1/3 innings. He gave up, he's a pitcher of record, the losing pitcher. Gave up 1 run. I'll keep that because when I get back to Digital Diamond, but we'll have a chat about that too, guys. I need help from everybody here. So I'm going to ask questions and hopefully I'll get some answers. Okay. Dave Morehead. Okay, gave up 2 runs, only 1 earned on 3 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3. His ERA is now currently is a 1.6. Now it'll be one of the lower ones in the league. Jack LeMahieu came in, gave up, pitched an inning 2/3, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. First appearance, gave up the home run to Ed Brinkman, as you can see down here. Dick Retz came in, pitched 2 solid, fairly solid innings, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, struck out 1, and that's the Red Sox pitching. For the Senators, Buster Narum came in, pitched 7 1/3. He is a winning pitcher. Walked 7 though, struck out 5, gave up the home run to Tillman. Only gave up 1 earned run. Jim Duckworth came in for the hold, pitched 2/3 of an inning, walked 1, struck out 1. And Dallas Green came in, pitched an inning, faced 3 batters, got his first save of the season. For the Red Sox, they only had 2 hits, and they're both by Bob Tillman, as you can see right here. Also home run and RBI. Okay, that's what he did. Our assist guys, Dave Morehead had 3, Rico Petrocelli had 4, so a lot of assists, a lot of ground balls. The 27 putouts, 12 were ground balls. There was nothing out of the outfield. Frank Malzone had the only error. Leading hitter still for the Red Sox is Bob Tillman, of all things. Of course, we know better than that. He barely got past the Mendoza line, as you can see here. Frank Malzone had his 3rd error of the season. Bob Tillman, it was his 2nd home run. He now has 6 RBIs. Tony C got the sacrifice. Tony C's mired in a slump. I know I need to look around here, and I got to see if I can find out. See if I can find a way to do that. I'll have to ask Cyrus about that. As everybody knows, in NP3, how can I look at a batter's stats with the, when I've got the batter in the game and it doesn't want to let me do anything else? So I need to really look. And the Red Sox left 9 runners on base. For the Senators, Ken McMillan did have the sacrifice fly. I take that back. He got credit for it. Okay. Yep, he did. And the RBI. The pitcher Bob Narum had the sacrifice hit. Eddie Brinkman got 2 RBIs with his home run. He did that in the 7th inning. Frank Howard got 1. Ken McMillan had 2 of the 4 RBIs. He got his 1 in the 9th, then he got his 1 in the 7th, or 1 in the 6th. Don Locke got the only other extra base hit for anybody. It was a double, his first of the season. Ken McMillan and Ed Brinkman were the multi-hitters. Both had 2. Ken McMillan helped raise his average to 285, for Ed Brinkman brought him up to 185, so he really was mired. He may have broken out of his slump. Senators, a lot of high balls. 10 of the 27 outs were fly balls. We know there were quite a few pop-ups to the third baseman. I believe 3 of them. Pretty much our lineup. They're there. So, a lot of high ball hits. Not many on the assist side of the house. But, folks, like I said, and they left 7 runners. No errors for the Senators. I love the way this is kept. I like this game. Senators, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Red Sox, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Let's go back to our madness here. I'll pick it back up again. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, and I have thinking seriously picking up Action PC. I'd like to get the $69 package. I gotta wait till after Mother's Day weekend. I have a trip to Boston and a trip to New York coming up to Saratoga. So it'll be after Mother's Day weekend, but I'd like to pick it up. I'm going to pick up the 10 season. And if Coach has anything on sale, I'll pick it up as I go along. I may pick up one of the packages if I can get a deal on it and see if he'll give a military discount. But the other thing is, I do like Digital Diamond. I really do. But I like National Pass. Yes, guys, I know each season costs about 26 bucks. But here's the advantage between these guys and Digital Diamond. If Digital Diamond goes down, I'm wiped out. I lose everything. In National Pastime, the games that they download for me, and I download into my own system, regardless of whether National Pastime folds or not, these are my games. I get to keep them. And they're permanent. So that's why I'm thinking about going to National Pastime, and I may switch into National Pastime, but I may still keep National Digital Diamond running, but I may replace that with Action PC for a while. See what you guys think, and I could use any and all help doing the Action PC thing and getting the pictures and the photos up, and anything that will help out, because I did notice something in Action PC nobody has mentioned to me and nobody has shown, though I do understand why. They have a scorecard, and I caught that in the Tappa Talk forum. Somebody put a scorecard up, and I need to learn how to read their scorecard. It's very difficult to read. But this is what I want to do. I still want to pick up National Pastime each one of my paydays. I'm going to take 26 bucks. I'm going to start back into the 60s again. And we're going to play the 60s. The pace, if I'm not broadcasting, I can play these games in about 15 minutes per game. Okay, yes, I end up losing a lot of stuff. But I also read a lot. I enjoy what I'm reading. Just so you guys know, okay? So I am going to pick these guys up. They're going to be like $26.95 a game season. But as long as I keep going, I'm going to start with the 60s. Then we'll work our way into the 80s, the 90s, and up to the current age. The 70s I may pick up because that's the only season, that's the only strike season that I will play. I will not play 1981 and their split season, and I will not play 1994 unless National Pastime can give me the full season schedule, not what was played, what was scheduled, and then I'll play this as a regular season. I can do that. We'll just have to, you know, as we always have said, guys, sometimes the imagination can run. We will make it up as we go along. How's that sound for everybody? Also, as I am doing this, and I'm going to probably close shop real quick, but as I'm doing this, I need a second. Probably two of them if I could. More likely even three of you guys if someone ever decides to show back up and get out of his war games to get back to baseball. I don't see Higher Ground that often anymore, so I'm not sure what's going on with Higher Ground. I've been waiting to see his Bo Jackson season get back up online. I love teasing him, or not him, but I like to start seeing more of his seasons get back up online. I enjoyed seeing him play, especially his ISP. He's what hooked me in an MP3, believe it or not, guys. ID Jester, I'd like to see him get back in this week. He continues Bo knows while I'm working baseball seasons. I'd like to have Beatles, Al, and I'd like to have, is it Chris in Strat, Delaware? I'd like to have you guys, if I could set it up, you guys be my seconds on here. And be my, and help me with the administration. This is going to be almost my 65th. This is my 65th stream, and even though it's basically 10 or 12 at a time, I've had up to over to 20 to 30 pop in here on occasion. So I'd like to have you guys up here, and we can always just push. And at the same time, I'd like to see if I can become the NP3 expert and the Digital Diamond expert, and also still maintain the class historian, I like to call it. I like keeping the history for you guys. When you guys ask questions, I have all the information I need to look it up, so I can always reference it in at least 2 or 3 different books at the same time. Even though my book's a little bit older, I am trying to get current upgrades, except that I'm not up to paying $120 for the current baseball encyclopedia, when I can probably pick it up at Goodwill in about 2 to 3 years for about $4. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all, whoever shows up to watch. Please give me thumbs up. They always help. Comments and suggestions and criticism are always welcome. Constructive criticism is perfect. Al, yes, I did read your criticism about me and Action PC and the fact that I love the dice games. So I will take you up on your offer. I will pick it up and we'll give it a try. I'll pick up the 10 season package because 1967 is one of the seasons. So let's play with that and see what happens. Okay, we'll go every game on that one there too. So you know me, I don't like pushing games, and we can see what the stat packages and everything really look like and see if it meets the Beatles eternally and Clinton Park's seal of good scorekeeping. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Have a great evening. Enjoy. The Red Sox are on the West Coast. Enjoy that. The Bruins, I think, should have gotten done. So you guys all take care. Have a great day. Thank you very, very much. And as everybody always says, peace, please.